The truth kills. Lies also kill. But the two killings can never be the same. Welcome to sign 66 of section 9 of chapter 18 of the Holy Quran. And it's the continuation of the story of Moses and Hidri, the man endowed with knowledge from God. Hidri meaning fresh green or green fresh. Mm, Okay. Uh, of course, you may have to go back to the previous episode to appreciate what is being said here. Mm. Kala lahu Musa, Kala lahu Musa. Moses said to whom? To him. Kala lahu Musa. Moses said to him, to who? His attendant or his servant, if you like. وقال له موسى هل أتبعك على أن تعلم أن 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 هل أتبعك أن تعلمني مما علمت مما علمت رشدا. Pardon me for bad reading. Let me take it again and see if I can do it better. Okay. قال له موسى أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علم مما علمت رشدا. Moses said to him, May I follow thee on the footing that thou teach me something of the higher truth. Higher is in brackets. Moses now asking Hidri. He's face to face with Hidri and he's asking him, Hal attabi'uka ala an tu'allimani mimma alimta rushadan, which thou hast been taught. Commentary 2413 is against the word taught or the phrase ending taught. 2413. No, I think I left out 2412. 2412. Commentary to Science 65 were 2411 and 2412. Let's go there. Even if we've done it, it doesn't matter. We can still, it will still, it doesn't spoil anything. 2412. 2412. Moses, sorry, 2412. Hidri had two special gifts from God, the mercy from him, and two, knowledge from him too. Mercy and knowledge. The first freed from the ordinary incidents of daily human life. The first gift, that's the first, freed from the ordinary incidents of daily human life. And the second, that's the second gift, entitled him to interpret the inner meaning and mystery of events, as we shall see further. I think we did it. I think I did it. Okay. So we now go to sign 2413. We now go to comment 2413 to sign 66, which is against the word taught. Moses, not understanding the full import of what he was asking, makes a simple request. He wants to learn something of the special knowledge which God had bestowed on Hidri. Of course, you want to learn from somebody, you have to make yourself humble. Or some people will say to humble yourself or to beg. So Moses asked Hidri, Can I follow you to learn from you? That's the prophet Moses himself asking somebody Mm. So that fellow in this case is higher than Moses, but God has hidden him from Moses and from all of us. Mm. Okay, uh, which Allah had stood on it, yes, and that was sign. That is commentary 42413 to sign 66. Now we go to sign 66. Mm. Kala innaka lan tastati'a ma'i innaka lan tastati'a ma'i sabran innaka la tastati'a ma'i sabran. The other said, who is the other? Hidri. So in other words, the other is in brackets, and I can put it here in the brackets. Idris said. Mm. So the other said, verily, thou wilt not be able to have patience with me. La tastati'a ma'i sabran, patience with me. Ma'i tastati'a, cannot. Uh, or lan tastati'a, cannot be able to have, will not be able to have patience with me. Old English is wilt not, and not will not, like I read. Wilt not have, will not be able to have patience with me. So Hadel is now warning Moses beforehand, because what he's going to see, it will be like truth turned evil, or evil turned truth before God, and in the spiritual world, in the spiritual world before God. Commentary 2414. Hidri smiles. A wise man that's always smiles. Hidri smiles and says that there will be many things which Moses will see with him, which Moses will not completely understand, and which will make Moses impatient. So he's asking him beforehand to be patient with him. Sauron, you won't be patient with me. That's from Hidri. Full stop. The highest knowledge often seems paradoxical to those who have not the key to it. We go to the next sign, which is 67. Mhm. Wakefa, I think this is Sidri speak. Hidri still speaking. Wakefa tasbiru ala malam ala man tahit bihi hayran ala man ala ma ala ma lam tahit bihi hayran. For how canst thou have patience about things which are beyond your knowledge? Mm. Hayran. Mm. Kala. Kala satahizu. Satahizuni insha'Allahu sabran. Kala satahizuni insha'Allahu sabran. Uh, which have down knowledge. I think I think one verse, two verses are put in one or something like that. Anyway, let's go. Moses said, sorry, wala is laka amran, wala is laka amran. Mm. For let me go back to 68. I'll join the two together to make a full sense. 68 and 69. For how canst thou have patience about things which are beyond your knowledge? Malam ستحت به خيرا. Kala. Moses said, that's now 69. Satahizu insha'Allahu sabran. Moses said, thou will find me if God so will. If God so will. Uh, I'm opening backward. If God so will, truly patient, sabran. Uh, Nor shall I disobey thee in aught, nor shall I disobey thee in aught. This is now Moses replying Hidri, when Hidri doubted if Moses could actually follow him and learn from him. And Moses now says, no, he says, and Moses now adds to what he said, nor shall I disobey thee in aught. Wala asi laka amran. Wala asi laka amran. Nor shall I disobey thee or. Commentary 2415. Commentary 2415 and 2416. One against knowledge, the other against not to disobey. Not disobeying or failing to accept to disobey. So 2415 against knowledge. Hidri does not blame Moses. Full stop. Each one of us can only follow our own imperfect lights to the best of our judgment. But if we have faith, we are saved many false steps. We are saved many false steps. 2416. Moses has faith. 2416. Moses has faith. Full stop. He adopts the true attitude of the learner to the teacher and promises to obey in all things. But he will lose patience and promises to obey in all things with the help of God, with the help of God, inshallah. I wanted to say Allah and I wanted to say God. And I made it God. Sorry. Pardon me. And promise to obey in all things with the help of God. Okay. The teacher is doubtful. The teacher, Hidri, is doubtful. But permits him to follow him on condition that if he asks no questions about anything and on condition that Moses, asks no questions about anything until the teacher himself mentions it first. This is where Moses will not understand and continue to ask questions. Okay, and that was commentary 2416 to sign uh, to sign 69. We now go to sign 70. We now go to verses where Hidre actually tells Moses not to ask questions. I think the commentary came before the actual sign. We did the commentary already. Now the sign itself is coming. Kala, فإن أتبع فإن أتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء فإن اتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء. Let's stop there. The other said, that's Hedri said, if then thou wouldst follow me, ask, ask me no questions about anything, shay'in, about anything, and adds, hatta ahaditu, hatta, hatta uhdita laka minhu zikran, hatta uhdita laka minhu zikran, until I myself speak to thee concerning it. So let me take it from beginning to end in English. The other said, if then thou wouldst follow me, ask me no questions about anything until I myself speak to thee concerning it. But Moses will break this command, even though he promised to follow him all his commands. But Moses will break this command. Uh, Commentary. Oh, no commentary to read. No commentary to read. Can I find? All right. That is the end of the section. That's section 9 of chapter 18 of the Holy Quran. And the end of it is sign 70. I think we'll do a little bit of section 10. Yes, we'll do a little bit of section 10. Maybe a few signs. Okay, so section 10. فإن تلك حتى إذا ركب في السفينة حرفها في سفينة حركها. Let me take it again. فانطلق حتى إذا ركب في سفينة حركها. So they both proceeded, the two of them both. Where is the farak, falaka, فأنصرك حتى ركبا. The two of them, both of them. So they both proceeded until when they were in the boat, he scuttled it. في سفينة boat harakaha, he scuttled it, tearing part of it away, scuttled it. Moses made a comment there. A nice boat without any stain on it, without any scratch on it. He didn't cut it and tore part of it. Can you imagine? What cut, put his finger and tore part of it. Moses couldn't understand that. With all his nyanga to copy the Nigerians, with all his bluffing. Hatta harakaha kala aharaktaha litarika ahlaha lakat jita shay wakat lakat jita shay an amran wala jita shay an amran. Moses said, hast thou scattered it in order to drown those in it? Aharaktaha litarika ahliha, those in need. Lakat jeta shay'an imran, in need. Truly a strange thing that thou hast done. Of course, it's because of these strange things that God says follow him. It's because of these strange things that God says follow Hidri. A nice boat without any scratch, and he will tow it. Uh, Commentary 2417. Truly a strange thing that thou hast done. Commentary 2417 is against the scuttling. Mm. That's the tearing of part of the boat. 2417. Uh, the explanation follows. The explanation follows in sign 1879. We will get there. The explanation follows in chapter 18, sign 79. All right. We now go to sign 72. Mhm. Kala, alam akul innaka lan tastati'u ma'aya sabran. Now, Hidri is asking Moses. He answered, "Did I not tell thee that thou canst have no patience with me? Did I not warn you beforehand? In other words, did I not warn you beforehand that you cannot have patience with me? And yet you said you will follow me? Pardon me. And yet you agreed to follow me?" Uh, Kala, la la tu'ahizuni bima la tu'ahizuni bima nasitu. La tu'ahizuni bima nasitu. Moses said, "Rebuke me not for forgetting. Rebuke me not for forgetting. La tu'ahizuni bima nasitu. For forgetting. Wala wala turhikuni min amri usran. Wala turhikni min amri usran. And grieve me by raising difficulties in my case." So you see, he's more or less rebelling against Hitler now. That's mankind. Let me read it fully. The whole thing. Moses said, "Rebuke me not for forgetting, nor grieve me by raising difficulties in my case." Hmm? Uh, we go to sign 74. فأنطلق حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقاله no غلاما فقاتله. Let me take it again. فانطلق حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقاتله. They then they proceeded. Then they proceeded فانطلق حتى until they met a young boy, Gulaman, Fakatalahu, and until they met a young boy, he slew him. He just slew the young boy. He killed him outright. Another wonderful thing for Moses. Eh? When they continue, Moses, the first thing was the scattering of the sheep, mm, of the sheep, and then the second one, killing of the boy. Mm. Uh, where is it? Safinatin. I think ship is Safinatin.